Hello, this is your buddy Johnny Box Turtle again, and these are the green tree frogs I quickly gathered up the other night. And I don't keep them in captivity, I don't raise them, I don't breed them or anything like that. I just wanted to make a video because these are one of my favorite frogs. I do like the gray tree frogs, and I like these in areas where there are creeks, rivers, and marshes. You see these, and there's also hilly places here where you'll also find areas that have hilly, rocky places where you can find tarantulas and things. Also, I'm going to release this back to where I found it. It's a female tarantula. It's just a mixture of habitats. And I grabbed a mating couple, evidently a mating couple, and they evidently laid eggs in the bottom of this water substrate. This is just clear distilled water I poured in there for them, and I'm going to take the top off and see if we can might be able to gather one of them. And gently, not disturbing them too much. And get close up. There's probably the largest one. They're dark green. Some of them are kind of a yellowish green. They're very beautiful specimens. And get a close up on this one too. You can see it.
You can have pets here. Well, like, you know, one. I don't know anyone here that has one.
I'll gently close this.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry.
Being very mindful of the frogs themselves, not to hurt them.
Will you just scrape off what you can and then stuff that pan?
And they are a very vibrant green, beautiful animals. And I will gather up one if I can without losing. He's stuck to the... I'll wash my hands. I'll try to get as much salt on there. He's started to urinate, but they're one of my most favorite frogs. They're beautiful as he's urinating slightly. Beautiful frog, and very well appreciated. In some areas they're extremely abundant. And these areas are usually always by river situations, and they're just a gorgeous species that I really appreciate and enjoy. And they're juveniles. They're not full grown. They're mostly juvenile specimens. It is said that on the back of the legs, on the back of their legs, they have, if you can find some blue on the back, that means they are males. And also the males will, could be probably a female right there, and they they're the ones that call. So I'll gently put her back, and they're very beautiful, agile frogs. They get twice this size, full grown. We got very beautiful species, and I'll put it back where he can get back into to the area and rehydrate himself. I'll gently do that. Put him back with his companions. If I can get him off my fingers. And like I said, these are sub-adult juveniles, but evidently they're large enough to produce eggs, which I've done. And later on we'll see when the tadpoles mature and grow, and I'll look at this one here and see if I can study his back legs. And it's a very small, very agile one here. And I love to have the opportunity to go out and see these things, and they're in, like I said, in areas they're extremely abundant, and they've lived in these these areas. As you can see, they're extremely agile, and they've lived in these areas for many, no telling how long. But and try to get him without causing any stress to him, which is my main goal. Whoop. I'm not being as successful as I would like to at the moment, but here we go again. Whoa. Come on, man. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to have to drop you in the water, buddy. There you go. And while we're doing this, I'll seal it. Seal the container. Now we'll release them this evening back to their native habitat. And I would also like to show you an indigenous animal. Excuse me. Of this area. This is a female, average size female that you'll see. Not extremely large, or I would say it would be on average size. She's not willing. She doesn't want to be picked up, and I understand exactly why that is. And this is a female specimen, a Phonopelma hensai. Sometimes their carapaces are lighter. Usually before a molt you'll see black striations. Looks like their carapace is deteriorating. That's usually a sign that they're beginning to start molting. And these are found really next to these green tree frogs in areas with higher and kind of a hillier area. Very, very, very docile. Very docile. I mean, these things are more gentle than kittens, but they're very. I find them extremely appealing, and I don't want to stress her out too much. She has a. She looks. Her abdomen is. She looks fairly well hydrated at this point, and I don't want to stress her out too much. And I will set her back in her